Hi, and welcome to Saki Films. Today we'll be looking at my first ever roll of Ektachrome 100. It was stressful, frustrating, expensive, and most importantly, rewarding. A color reversal film that develops in E6 chemicals, this film actually produces a positive instead of a negative. This means right out of developing, you can hold it up to the light and see your image in full color. It is known for its beautiful colors and vibrant contrast, as well as having a blue cast over it, which helps counteract the warm tone of slide projector light bulbs, which is what this would originally have been used for. Another thing this film is known for, as well as any other slide film I can seem to find, is that they have an incredibly narrow exposure latitude. This means if you overexpose or underexpose, even just by a little bit, you can end up with some really bad results. I did have this issue a little bit, especially in these photos where I was trying to get a shadowy field with the sunrise in the background, but overall I managed to meter pretty well for this roll. Okay, so the first thing I mentioned about this film is that it's incredibly stressful to shoot. By that I mean I was constantly overthinking every shot. It's really expensive, it's easy to underexpose, to overexpose. Is this a shot worth putting on this film? Should I just shoot this instead? Should I have not shot that? Is the internal meter of my camera slightly off? Is this going to cause an issue? What am I doing? And then it often led me to not shooting things at all, or rushing through being like, oh my gosh, I've got to just finish this roll and take pictures of something. Having this constant stress really kind of ruined the fun of shooting in some ways. And it definitely something I'm sure with experience would go away as I get more confident shooting slide film. But at the price point that it cost to shoot this film, I'm not sure it ever would fully leave my brain. Next, I said it was frustrating. This is because pretty much all the shots that I thought would be awesome came out terrible, and all the shots that I was like, whatever, I'll just shoot that real quick, came out pretty good, which just means I have no idea what to shoot with this film, and I was frustrated with my results because I don't know how to take what I learned from this and bring it to a future roll. Being a 100 ISO film, it's also very frustrating how much light it needs. You're often having to open up your aperture really wide and have that narrow depth of field, or have slightly soft images, or you're, risking really low shutter speeds. And overall, it just can't quite take the pictures you'd want it to always take. I did have a tripod for some of the shots, and that definitely helped, but I very rarely take my tripod with me when I'm going out to shoot places. It's just not part of my normal routine, and so needing that extra stability really frustrated me. Probably the biggest drawback is the expense. Just one roll of 36 exposures goes for over $20. I think I paid $24 for mine, and prices just seem to be going up. On top of that, not every lab develops E6. The lab I usually go to here in Pittsburgh doesn't at all, so I had to go to a second lab and just drop off a roll for that one project. The cost to get that roll developed was another $20. Luckily I scan at home, but it would have been another $10 at this lab to have them scan on top of it. So that means we're looking at $40 of just getting the film and it developed, no scans, and for 36 pictures. That's over $1 a picture, and not every picture is going to come out because you have that incredibly narrow exposure latitude. So of all the pictures that came out okay, I'm looking at $2-3 per shot. That all being said, I have to say I really liked the results. I was blown away by the cinematic look to this film. I thought the colors were beautiful, the contrast was incredible, everything felt punchy and vibrant that did work. And I'm really happy with these, and it almost justifies the price for very special occasions. The issue then being, if I'm only shooting it once in a blue moon, I will not be having that confidence and feeling comfortable with it. And so I just really don't know that I will shoot it again anytime soon, but there is a little itch in the back of my head that wants to get back into it some more and get another roll or two. I also really liked that it didn't look like much else in my film work, which is not necessarily always a good thing, but it was a fun differentiator. I also found that it doesn't look a lot like most film pictures I see on social media. I feel like digital very much goes for that contrasty, vibrant color look, and film photographers like to have that kind of warm, dreamy, airy Portra 400 look. So having the process of shooting film, which I love, produce these more digital, sharp images was really kind of cool. It's also just fun to see positives instead of negatives. While I'm scanning in the image, it was a little bit easier to focus because I knew what the image actually looked like and where the focus was, as opposed to just kind of these varying shades of orange. And then on top of that, it's just kind of fun to immediately see if your photo came out or not. But mostly, I just liked the images I got. I've been playing them alongside my comments here, so you've seen quite a few, but just to single out a few, let's talk about them. The color in this rusty, wet rock in the woods, the cool, wintry vibe of this downtown bridge, and the morning chill of this field were captured really well in a way I don't think other films would have. I also shot these couple handheld at night in the streets, and I can't believe how well they turned out. Not my favorite images by any means, but the fact that at 100 ISO I was able to get these handheld in the streets, I was pretty excited that they turned out into something actually usable. I also really like this one with the light coming through the forest, and this one of a lamp post as I was entering the parking lot for a hike. Alright, so that's Ektachrome 100, my first time ever shooting it, and those are my results with it and my feelings around shooting this film. Something I may or may not explore more in the future, we'll see. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, it would mean a lot to me, and thank you for tuning in. My next video will be coming out in about 2 weeks, and we'll cover a ton of photos that I shot on my honeymoon in Ireland. Thanks for watching, be safe.